Welcome everyone to the Rinks in Hot Pog here for a junior varsity division matchup between St. Anthony's and Connetquot Sayville. The Friars coming into this game 13-5-0. The T-Birds 5-12-0. It's second place versus seventh place as we get towards the close of this 2025-26 season. St. Anthony's, I'm sure, rooting on their varsity team as they are currently at states right now, trying to win another championship in the good years of 2025-26. Obviously, Suffolk County High School Hockey League champions just a couple of weeks ago. And their JV squad trying to accomplish that same feat. This gold team definitely towards the top of the standings, might have to battle their sister squad for an opportunity as Higgins will start off the game with his first save. Taking a look at the other side as well. Cicchino getting the start for the Friars. Veith, centering feed, missed off to the right side on the one-time try by Liam Becker. Tries to swing it back up to the boards to the far point. Monteleone loops it around. Buck 30 gone by in the first period clock. Here's Quinlan Riley, spun around. Puck popped towards the middle. Opportunity to clear it out for Theodolu. Looking ahead to Goldstein, everyone staying on sides. It was turned over to Reef Sherrill, and he'll clear the zone now. Ferrara, and he'll get called off. And a shot taken very late against Higgins. T-Bird's not exactly appreciative of that. Higgins still made the save to his credit. Once again, the T-Birds chasing down low to try to dig this puck out. Fired up to the far point. Not cleared, though. Laurel. Riley, handoff Goldstein. He'll loop. Max Goldstein leading his team in goals. Above a goal per game player. Here comes Goldstein trying to go through the legs. One of the top goal scorers as well here in the junior varsity division. He'll definitely be someone that St. Anthony should try to key in on in today's game. Goldstein on the back check. Dog pile for the puck. St. Anthony's will win it forward. Becker swings and arounds. Waiting for it is Quinlan Riley. Head up ice. And will be bumped out of the zone. Slow start to today's game. If you want to see a high-scoring replay, go and watch the game that we just finished up between KPC and Southampton. I'll give you a spoiler. Over 20 goals scored in that game. Goldstein down low, trying to pressure to Matuza. Gets his pass off. Friars with open bodies. Flipped up to the blue line. Coletti across. Quick shot with a tip in front. Rebound almost went through. Higgins got over to seal it off in time. Another centering feed. Glanced wide and a little high off the tip from Matuza. He'll take a hit from Laurel. Swung it around the boards. T-Birds just looking for a clear right now. His forward line has been out there for quite a bit of time. Friars centering feed. Down low, they score. 1-0 Friars. Matuza will step back in for the draw. Both teams with good attendance. for today. No one's going to be lacking any skaters. Giordano sent it for a weak side rim. Engelhart trying to force it through. Matuza with it again. Trying to glide. Shot well wide off to the right side. Rimmed around the boards. Held alive by St. Anthony's. Hurlbert. Lots of speed in the corner. Pass up to the blue line. Went through the skates of Coletti. A potential breakaway opportunity now. T-Birds have numbers past the blue line. Quick shot. Save made. Cicchino. Rebound hit off the post. Just barely didn't go. Matuza. As the ice starts to open up, he'll stop it at the blue line. Sharp angle shot. Higgins parried it down below the goal line. 5 minutes expiring here in the first period. St. Anthony's have the 1-0 lead. Hurlbert to the right circle. Whipped across, sits free. Another tip on net. Higgins got over with the left shoulder. Back out to the neutral zone. Opportunity, they'll score. 2-0 for the Friars now. Starts that little pass right there. Fife, plenty of time and space. Monteleone dips and dives around a couple checks, making a third. Monteleone missed it as it whistled across the front of the crease. Friars definitely came to play in the opening minutes of today's game. Hurlbert trying to barge through a crowd, got bottled up. Puck won back at the blue line by Schechter. He'll dump in. Here's Max Goldstein. Trying to use the crease as a screen. Will get the puck up and out for Maisie. And taken right back by St. Anthony's. Goldstein in on the forecheck. Did a good job slowing down the play, but Veith had plenty of room. Passed across the blue line. Liam Becker got bothered, but he'll find some space. Turns around for the shot. Rebound, Higgins, the second save. Back up for Becker. Walks right, fires. Traffic. Redirected it. Rupert looped it up the boards and out. Goldstein chasing after it, but that's going to be a icing well before he could get there. Goes back for an offensive draw for St. Anthony's. Long drive. Glanced wide, hit off the end boards, and a sharp angle shot will go. Off the post and in. 3-0 Friars. Becker back to the attack. A pass across the blue line. Deflected, I think, on the outside of the net. Did Becker score that? Oh my God, he did. Becker knew, no one else did. The puck was buried in the back of the net, and it's 4-0 Friars. Stick caught up high. A little unlucky there for Matuza, but he'll go off to the box for 2 minutes. Correct call from the referees. Opportunity for the T-Birds to get one back here. Nasta. Rister blocked in front of him. Gritty play from the captain, Jack Hurlbert. Give him back to Lucas Giordano. Nasta looking for Giordano, has some room up the left side. Giordano. Rimmed it around the boards. Friars collect it, fire it out. Will sail all the way down to Higgins. He'll stop it up and leave it for Nasta. Schechter in on the forecheck, making this interesting. Higgins had to spear it aside once again. 40 seconds gone by in the 5-on-4 for the T-Birds. They'll get Max Goldstein on the ice now. He'll get on his horse. Goldstein across the blue. Will choose to send it around the boards. T-Birds trying to establish control in the offensive end, but the Friars stay clinical. Couple of passes, they're out. Flag down by Hurlbert. He'll turn this into a chance. Shot saved by Higgins. They'll just send it down the ice. St. Anthony's won't allow it to be iced. They'll just kill off more time. Ramped off the blade of Becker. Giordano on the controlled breakout. Becker shadowing him above the cage. Max Goldstein has to split through two. Taken off his stick by Becker. Puts it back for Giordano. He'll pass it just ahead of Max Goldstein. Has to give it back to Giordano. 20 seconds left in the power play. Giordano forced it to a turnover. Veith has it low. Off to Becker. Back to Veith. Intercepted by Quinlan Riley. He'll shoot it down the length. No icing. And it'll be covered up now by Cecchino. 2 seconds left in the 5-on-4 for the T-Birds, so they can take one more draw, try to set up a quick opportunity here, and rip it on net. Goldstein will step in for the left circle faceoff. Power play expiring. Goldstein, a good feed in front, caught by the glove of Cecchino. Another face-off win for the T-Birds. Comes out to Riley, peppers it on net. Another shot. Cecchino is saved. Keegan Riley had it glance wide off to the corner. Feed up to Rupert. Banked off his stick. Awkward puck to control. St. Anthony's dig it out anyways. Friars back to the offensive end with numbers down low. Another sharp angle shot will go. Second one of the game for the Friars that they've scored at that angle. Take a look at this one. DeAndrea says thank you very much. Little over 4 minutes remaining in the first period. 5-0 the lead for the Friars. Shot off to the left side. Centering feed that the Friars will take happily. Catazone prancing up the ice. He'll weave off towards the middle. Catazone hands free. Saved by Higgins. Goes down below the goal line. Penalty upcoming It's going to go against the T-Birds. Another shot missed, this time by Becker. SCHSHL will go off to the bench, an extra skater on, but instantly touched up by the T-Birds. So the Friars get their first opportunity, up a man. 1-for-1 on the PK, trying to continue the special team trend. Good passes for St. Anthony, sent in front, they score. The Friars cash in on the power play. It's 6-0 in the first period. And we'll take a timeout on the ice. .338 remaining in the first period. Friars with a 6-goal lead. Giordano with control in his own end. Forced it up the far wall, Monteleone. Pass ahead, Matuza. Off his stick. Giordano trying to recover it. The Friars cycle it around. Sent out to center ice. Monteleone trying to backpedal, looking for his options. He'll skate instead across the blue. Weaves out wide. Ducks down below the goal line, looking for options. We'll leave it behind, little give and go action. Blasted past Rupert, skate to stick now. Cat his own, trying to hold his own. He'll get past him. Opportunity now. Here comes Dylan Priolo. And on net is shot saved by SCHSHL. And we'll cover up with the glove. Face off for Goldstein. Will be won by the captain of the Friars, Liam Becker. Riley holding it in the zone, helped out by Goldstein, poked loose. St. Anthony's look for the single pass, and they break it out of the zone just like that. Veith across the blue and on sides, looking towards the middle. Veith shot up high, snuffed out by Higgins, comes into the slot. Goldstein takes it there. Back into the offensive end. Riley smacking it towards Goldstein. In front, Goldstein shot, saves SCHSHL. Rebound comes loose. The Friars find it and get it past the blue line. Keegan Riley trying to dump it back in. Wouldn't get past Hurlbert. He'll send it back into the T-Bird zone. Connetquot Sayville with one of their better opportunities of the game. Goldstein trying to go back towards his own end. Bottled up by Veith, breaks free. All the way back below his own goal. Sends it off the wall and out. Dumped right back in. Goldstein will stop it up. Max Goldstein now putting on the speed. Pried off his stick. Keegan Riley was there to help him out. Goldstein with it again. Cuts up quickly. Dodges past one. Has a man on the far side. Feeds it over to Quinlan Riley. He'll get it past the blue line. Looking to go back to Max just above his stick. Good chemistry between those two. They've been a dynamic duo the entire year. Quinlan Riley also sometimes playing the role of, I'm going to go in front of the net and screen the goalie. And, well, he does it very effectively. 45 seconds remaining in the first period. Friars lead this one 6-0. Looking to tack on more. Good poke check. Jostles the puck free. Still loose in the slot as the T-Birds have a hard time getting their hands on it. It is forced out anyways. Azzy, backhander towards the middle. Flagged down by St. Anthony's. Redirected below the goal line. Becker try and toss it through his legs. Puck still on the perimeter. They'll look backwards, and now the Friars will arc it out of the zone. 8 seconds left. Maybe one more opportunity on the rush. Parried off to the left side of the net. 3 seconds left, centering feed, and Higgins got it with the glove. After 15, St. Anthony's lead by 6 here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. 15 minutes on the clock for the second period. St. Anthony's lead 6-0. Connetquot Sayville started looking better towards the end of that first period. Even had some opportunities, but here's one for the Friars right off the bat. Puck, where'd it go? It crossed the line and went in. Matuza getting it done somehow. Let's look at that replay. Flipped. Oh, it just squeaks through. Matuza back into the offensive end. Fired up to the blue line, not out. Pereira trying to get around Giordano, feeds it. Matuza, wrap around, rebound in front. Spiked aside by the T-Birds. They interrupt the pass to the blue line as well, but can't get it out. Giordano fiddles with it, sends it off to the corner. Engelhart to the blue line again. High slot shot, easily saved by Higgins, and it's back out of the zone. Minute gone by here in the second period. The Friars already striking in the middle 15. Giordano taken away by Schechter. Monteleone off the bench. Giordano trying to angle away Hurlburt. He'll take the puck. Tried to cycle up to the blue line. Got to Ferrara, but not quick enough, so he lost control. Still stayed on sides, and that shot will hit off the post. Schechter wasn't far off of an eighth. And now we'll get an offsides to slow down the game. 13:29 remaining in the middle frame. Keegan Riley. Bank pass out of the zone. Cut off quickly by Monteleone. He'll dump it in. Keegan Riley trying to fire it right back out, and he'll accomplish that. Not going to be an icing, and Cecchino will stop it up at the other ends. Rupert. Off to Hurlburt. He'll play it to his defensive core. And that'll go out of play. Ozone draw. St. Anthony's get it quickly. Becker across the ice. Stretch pass taken by Harrison. T-Birds with a good clear. Cecchino directing the puck off to the perimeter. Friars fire it ahead. Dangerous for Becker. Slap shot over to the left side. That was old school hockey right there. Puck pops right back out. Becker will get it onto his tape. Settling it down. Going on to the right side. He's looking for Chero. He'll take a hit. Knocked down to the ice. Centering feed. Right back for the T-Birds. Coletti. Max Goldstein almost into a breakaway. Liam Becker with the long reach to shut it down. Becker. Shot off the skate blade of Keegan Riley. Goldstein hunting it below the goal line. He'll start the dig. Jukes past one. Goldstein shimmying around the blue line. He's got wheels. Goldstein in for the shot glove save. Long shot. Quinlan Riley tried to get his stick on it. It's swept up and out by St. Anthony's. In transition, a good hip check from Nasta. That'll knock Matuza down and slow the play to a crawl. Just about 5 minutes gone by here in the second period. Friars still with the only goal of the middle frame. Credit Jason Matuza as the T-Birds will shoot it in. Cooper back for it. Forecheck applied. Nasta pressured by Matuza. Gets the pass off. Laurel and Keegan Riley Excuse me, that's Quinlan out there. Nasta, pass out to the middle. Ramped off a Monteleone stick, hit him in the face for a second, and we get an offsides called against St. Anthony's. St. Anthony switch the ice, bring it in. Broom up top for Veith. Leaves it behind him. Monteleone will tuck the shoulder, trying to find some penetration into the slot. It's swept out by the T-Birds. Friars looking for the reload as it's caught up on the near wall. Turned over for Hurlburt, looks off to the center. Becker had it, lost it. Hurlburt in the corner, rims it up to a vacant far point. Monteleone will take control. St. Anthony's have to touch back up. 9 minutes to play in the second period. This time the point occupied. Onto the tape of Monteleone. Not a lot of time. He gets it to Veith. Off to the middle. Too many bodies there for the T-Birds. They find the interception. Trying to get it out. Giordano putting it into space, and it's swept up by Goldstein. Ahead across the blue line. Has a 3-on-2. Long shot. Hit off the end boards in a funny fashion and caromed over to the near side. Goldstein will chase after Hurlburt, has a step on him. Head pass to Veith. In transition now for St. Anthony's. Veith trying to put on the speed. Keegan Riley did a good job staying with him with the long reach. Hurlburt. Stripped again by Riley. Here comes Goldstein. Likes his odds here. Goldstein switching places, wants to get the pass back, but the Friars were there on the back check. Here comes Becker again. Overskated it for Goldstein. Goldstein with some room, cuts up forehand, has to dance around another, was looking for the pass. Half of this game gone by, Goldstein still with control. Will swing it up the wall, Giordano. He'll try to bash it down low, had another teammate around the wall. And the T-Birds lose it. Keegan Riley checking over his shoulder. Cooper quickly in. Higgins went through. An 8th for St. Anthony's. So the Friars now out to an 8-0 lead. Turn the puck over in their own zone. Priolo through the leg, centering feed, top right corner, they score. Connetquot Sayville on the board. Rupert leads the charge, swipes it across, another opportunity shot. Missed off to the left side, big bank off the end boards. Puck rolling on its edge, Jason over, holds the zone. Rupert challenging below the goal line, strips it free. Rupert trying for the centering feed, spiked off to the boards. With back in front, and this time Morabito has it. Head pass, opportunity off the post for St. Anthony's. Matuza another chance. Too sharp an angle this time. Pass up. Ferrara left it behind him. Giordano now has a man with him. Pass back. Onsides. Clock just ticking, under 6 minutes to play. Friars seamless in the neutral zone. They'll get it in deep. Keegan Riley forced into the turnover. On the change, St. Anthony's get more bodies onto the ice. Twisting around for the shot was Veith. He got bottled up and pushed down. Not out of the zone just yet. Liam Becker swings it down low. Hurlburt scanning for his options, trades places. Veith with speed, looking for the Michigan. Not going to get that one in. Rimmed around. Becker forces it back down low. Hurlburt carries it to the far point. Instant pressure applied. Not out just yet for the T-Birds. Pops free. Now the Friars will have numbers down low. 2-on-0. Shot, they score. Quinlan Riley ahead. Puck wobbles around the blue line. Goldstein trying to kick it free. Here's Max Goldstein. He'll take another lap. Goldstein now on the entry. Glides off to the left. Curling, looking for room at the point. Shot taken with traffic. SCHSHL had to make a save. Goldstein on the interception now. Tried to rim it back down low, and the Friars find it, dig it out. They'll come forward in transition. Full team stopped up at the blue line. DeAndrea now bottled up. They'll hit it to Goldstein, rolled over his stick. .324 remaining. Goldstein trying to find the opportunity in the slot. Gets through. Goldstein forehand. Shot saves SCHSHL. Kicked out to the slot, and it will be forced off to the corner. Goldstein with it again on the half wall. Long shot parried by SCHSHL. Rebounds. Comes free and takes a St. Anthony's hop. Chiro will start flying down the ice. Met instantly. Centering feed blocked off by Nasta. Goldstein helping him out as well. Max Goldstein finding the open man. T-Birds load back up across the blue line. Sent in on net. SCHSHL will redirect it. T-Birds making a line change. Ferrara. Stripped. This is going to be an opportunity. Here come the Connetquot Sayville T-Birds. Shot off to the left. .2-on-0. Quick shot, they score. McCauley looking for the pickpocket. Comes over to Mazzy. Couple of awkward hops. Higgins has to make a save and a second. Puck loose, sitting on the goal line, not going to go. McCauley dices forward, splits the D, poked off his stick by Giordano. Still in the slot, another whack at it, gets it to the blue line. Fancy hands from Ferrara. He'll take this one on a journey. Angled away, puck just barely on sides. Cross ice pass, wrist shot, ends up behind the cage. Skims all the way around to the near point. Two men there for the T-Birds, and they'll force it past Coletti. No dump in. Matuza wants it clean. Matuza wraps, looks middle, curls. Matuza still on it, backhand, push down. Giordano trying to take it away. Matuza stays strong, still looking for a passing option. Finally lets it fly to Coletti. He gets pushed into the boards. Quick shot, Higgins is safe. Matuza on it again, collects it, looking for the Michigan. Not going to go, still wobbling around on that left post. Finally poked out, and the T-Birds have it. Skated up the ice, not out. Matuza will have another whack at this. Giordano trying to muscle him away. Matuza, wraparound to the middle. Shot saved by Higgins. 15 seconds left in the second period. Shot from the perimeter. Once again, saved by Higgins. 6 seconds left. The T-Birds waiting for the relief and to go into the third. At the end of the first 30, scored 10-1 in favor of the Friars here on the LI Sports Network. Back for the start of the third period here on the LI Sports Network. Friars starting it off with a centering feed intended for Veit, not going to reach his tape. Rim down low, Rupert sends it back the way it came, popped right back to him at the goal line. Offsides against the Friars. Neutral zone draw. Rotated quickly by St. Anthony's. Becker knocks it into the zone. Friars take a shot. Higgins got it with the right shoulder. St. Anthony's feed it up to the blue line. Monteleone rimmed it around. Rupert working on Veith. Veith trying to get the pass over. Connects with Hurlbert. Gives it back over to the point. Quick shot. Higgins made the save and covers up in the blue paint. Face off. One out to the blue line. Coletti finds the open man at far point. Ferraro will bring it in. Shimmies past one check, challenged by a second. Has to squail it around. Coletti will hold the zone, walks off to the middle. Poked off his stick by Goldstein, gets back to it. Coletti, centering feed, ends up behind the cage. Quick shot, Higgins trying to find it. Karam below the goal. Chero not taking the worst of that from Nasta. He got mainly the wall on the hit. Goldstein given some room. He'll start the attack. Riley spins around. Still held up. Clogged up neutral zone right now as the T-Birds try to bring it forward. Goldstein drives past one. Wide. Quick shot. Cicchino made the save. Goldstein back for it. Plenty of speed below the goal line. Ferrara had a step on him. Punch back around. Goldstein finding the turnover at the blue. Passing it off to his right side. St. Anthony's drag it down below. Ferrara. Another wrister. Higgins got the save. 4 minutes gone by here in the third period on the LI Sports Network. St. Anthony's with a big lead against the T-Birds. Looking for their 14th win of the season. It would drop Connetquot Sayville to 5-13. With 2 games still to play for the T-Birds. St. Anthony's just one more regular season matchup after this game. The St. Anthony's Gold Squad sitting in third place behind their sister team, as well as Smithtown Hauppauge Red. We'll see Smithtown Hauppauge Blue take on Northport Huntington and their JV team in the last game of today. Becker leaves it behind, gets it back at the goal line. Looked off towards the middle. He'll drag it around. 5 minutes through the third period. Becker passing it behind him. Shot through the legs will go above the crossbar. Rubito's there to hold it in. She'll pass it down low. Banked up to Becker. Step in, drive on net. Blocker to side by Higgins. Becker with it again. Shimmies looking for the shot. Couldn't get it through the traffic. Puck still sitting in the slot. Becker will take it back. Monteleone down the wall. Pressed off the puck. It will come free for Giordano. Twists it along the glass. Friars pass towards the middle. Morbido lost it in her skates. Tried for the blind pass to the middle. Creates a slap shot, miss wide left. Rebound in front, they score. Puck in the right wing corner. Probert gets it off to the far side. A pass out of the zone for the Friars. Called offsides now. We'll take a face-off from the neutral zone. Goldstein scores! Max Goldstein down the ice on the rush, gets the T-Birds their second. Top right corner, he couldn't place the shot any better. Mazzy looking to get it off to Goldstein. Head up ice. He'll try to arc it out of the zone. Kicked at the blue line. Friars do have to touch back up. 6 minutes remaining. Brought in, Friars. Quick shot. Max Goldstein looking to his left. And Mazzy there, but the puck went underneath his stick. A hit will send Liam Becker down. Goldstein will collect it. Max Goldstein wide, his shot blocked. Into the skates of Monteleone. Nasta swung it around the walls. Goldstein will go off for a change. Quinlan Riley centering feet, had no one there. T-Birds with numbers down low. Pitch pass towards the middle. Riley didn't see it. Allows the Friars to skate. Open ice in transition. Morbida, her shot not going to go, and it's covered up by Higgins as well to stop the play. Matuza curls, sent it in front. Knocked aside, now Giordano has it. Takes a hit from McCulty. His progress halted there. He'll go back into his own zone with under 3:30 to play in the third period. Matuza runs into a crowd, pass back out to the far point, awkward hop, and the T-Birds are able to roll it away. Quinlan Riley jabbing the puck. St. Anthony's blasted off the wall, turned over. Ferrara in the corner. Matuza now. Here comes Matuza, skated through it. Back out to the neutral zone, dumped in by the captain. Hurlburt will set up on the forecheck. Giordano down below the goal line to get it. He'll fire a pass, tipped but still out of the zone. Fife left it aside, Schechter moves in, centering feed, went through the slot. Long shot, Hurlburt with a deflection just off to the right side of the post. That drive from Jack almost got to the back of the net. One more opportunity, Higgins, point blank save. His teammates find the rebound. 2 to play here in the third period. Again, St. Anthony's on pace for their 14th win of the season. For the T-Birds, it will be their 13th loss. As we come to a close here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League JV Division. Puck goes down the ice. Becker sends it right back out. 90 seconds remain. And an icing is called. So we'll take an O-zone draw for Connetquot Sayville. Final 60. Face-off won by the T-Birds. They look to Rupert at the blue line. Helped out by Keegan Riley. Goldstein turnaround shot missed wide to the left. He'll chase after it. Goldstein tiptoes past one. Juking past another, but the pass was intercepted now. Liam Becker into a one-on-one with Rupert, making a 2-on-1. Becker back to the right side. His shot. Higgins got a piece of it. Caromed around the boards. Friars hold it in deep. Monteleone. Back out for Becker. Reaches for the control. Challenged by Goldstein. Forced into a pass on the perimeter. Centering feed. Goes through. Higgins off for another save. 20 seconds remain. Becker another opportunity. Goldstein picks his pocket. Three seconds left. And the final horn will sound. The Friars take the win, get their 14th of the season. Cicchino hugged by his teammates. St. Anthony's now 14-5-0. Connetquot Sayville 5-13-0. We got one more game upcoming here on the LI Sports Network. Smithtown Hop Hog Blue versus Northport Huntington. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be right back.